All praise to the Lord above. I gotta give him all the praise.
Okay, so I've been trading the same damn prop account for the last year without a payout though. But I think that's an accomplishment on its own. Just keeping and preserving the account without blowing it or anything. I think that's an accomplishment. So I thought I'd get on here and share like the 3 things that helped me to not blow that account, and also you can get to see like the P&L curve and stuff. Let me put it on here. As you can see, like the P&L curve is crazy, because I kind of took the account up to 17%, then drew it down to almost blowing it, and then took it to up I think around 15, or like definitely not less than 13%, from drawing it back down and then giving back all of that profit and then almost violating it again. And then now I'm up 7% right now. So you'll updated on where I am right now with the account. And I really bought the account because it was cheap, to be honest, which makes sense why the rules are so messed up with the consistency score and everything. But if you want to run down on that, like, just check out the previous thingy. So let's start with point number 1, and that is, you don't need a high win rate, or a low win rate doesn't mean that you are doesn't necessarily mean that you are failing at trading. It just, sometimes that happens, and this is something that I used to think that you must always have this like 90% win rate, or have this super miraculous strategy or whatever to extract profits and stuff. But like, looking at my win rate on this account is 26%, and I've managed to go well over verse 17% on that account. And well, not well over, but just directly at 17% on that account. So I don't think the win rate, it does help, but it really just, don't focus too much on it. Don't bank everything on a win rate, because you're not guaranteed to have that. And knowing that you can succeed with a low win rate, that just like helps you mentally as well. Yeah, and I think that's something that's kind of helped me with keeping this account and not blowing it. I think that's one of the things. Then the second thing is really I would like to say really like risk to reward, because I've noticed that, let me actually like take a screenshot of like my trades as well, so that you can see the size of my losses are like, usually like they range between 0.4 to 0.5, maximum 7% of my account. And my wins usually range from like you see 1.5% is my minimum, because if I'm risking 0.5%, but I usually try risk 0.5%, but that usually ends up being 0.6 or 0.7, just because like when you're entering the markets, it's like a whole thing. So having a minimum risk reward is very essential, meaning that for me it's 1:3. So if a trade is less than 1:3, then I'm not even bothered with it, because it's not going to help me in the long run to get a 1:1 trade, to get a bunch of 1:1 trades, because that's just the science of trading. And I wish I could explain this better, but we'll just do with what we can right now, with my articulation skills being where they are right now. I'll probably get better at it. I'll definitely get better at articulating these things, but for now, just listen to it and take it how you take it. Yeah, so it's like, right, the longer you trade, if you trade long enough, one of two things is going to happen. It's either you're gonna run into a winning streak where you're just winning a lot of trades, or you're gonna run into a situation where your risk to reward is higher. So in a winning state, it helps you because when you're on a losing streak, I can just recover from a losing streak using one or two trades. Like from a three trade losing streak, I can really just like place one trade, and if the trade hits take profit, then I've recovered my last three losses, and now I'm back at break even. Unlike when your thing is random and you don't have a minimum. But also I don't cap my upsides, so I can have months where like, or days where I get like really big trades, like a 1:10 or 1:5 or more is like what I would consider big. So having that kind of like, you can make up for a whole lot more losses that way if you have a minimum for what you are willing to take, and not just taking every setup because it showed up, and having that minimum of saying that if this trade is below this amount of risk to reward, I'm not entering, because that affects your expectancy. And then the last thing, let me think of a good one. What would be a good last thing? I really think that this last thing is like the most important thing. Like, if you apply the first two and you don't apply the third one, it's really pointless, because it kind of messes up the whole science of profitability, which is expectancy, right? So the third and final point is that risk management is a law and not a suggestion, meaning that if, let's say, I keep changing my position sizes on these particular trades, I will end up losing in the long run because of just that I'm not being consistent, you know? So you basically need to be consistent in order to be consistent. So if your risk management is like lacking and you changing your position size, it takes away from your, like, every time you decrease your lot size, you are decreasing your risk to reward. Every time that you increase your 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 position size, you are actually hindering yourself, because now you are making bigger losses. So it's like figuring out a lane and staying on it has really been something that's really helped me a lot. So anyways, man, that's all you'll get from me today. Hopefully you'll have a great week ahead. So I hope I will too. I really hope I will. See y'all next one.